My name's Ron.
And I'm Paul.
You kind of got spooked on that one?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So today we were doing a little Halloween special. We figured why not? You know, this is definitely one of my favorite holidays.
Oh, I can tell it is.
Full of spooky wonders.
Spookiness.
So I thought today we would kind of go over how Halloween became a thing.
But before you do that,
Uh-huh.
what is your favorite scary movie?
I knew you were going to ask me that. And unfortunately, I didn't prepare, but I'll just go off the top of my head.
You don't have to prepare. You just tell me what you like or don't like.
I think my favorite kind of thing is the Conjuring universe. Conjuring 1 and 2.
Okay, fair enough. Let's proceed.
Annabelle. What's yours? Scary movie.
Yo. What's up?
No. Halloween.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
That would be an easy costume for me to do.
Could be.
Considering I'm 6'5", but...
Yeah, you could make it known.
But yeah, all right, let's get into it.
So happy Halloween.
Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
This will be airing the day before Halloween, so you're all jazzed up and ready to go. So
Yes.
let's get on to it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the origin of Halloween. So, at the end of October, most important holiday as it was represented the transition from summer to winter. The Celts believed that on this night, those who have died the previous year could walk the earth once more. They would provide offerings to the edge of their village, trying to encourage the spirits to stay away from their homes, leaving food and drinks outside as gifts for the dead. So as already, we kind of got the whole, trick-or-treating aspect to it, leave some food. I honestly think they're doing it because they're afraid they're going to be possessed by the
Yeah, you're going to feed off them evil spirits. Give them candy.
It was basically, that's the earliest beginnings of the trick-or-treat, see. Okay, so now moving forward, we have the ancient Romans, which this is like a harvest holiday for them. It's known as Pomona.
Pomona.
Which is also the Roman goddess for gardens, the god of gardens and fruits. Okay, so to thank Pomona, they leave apples and nuts in tribute. The apples still important to Halloween, like apple bobbing.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Fun activity.
So, when the Romans conquered the British Isles, the tradition of Samhain, it's spelled Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain, or Samhain, I'm sorry. I pronounced the pronounce wrong, so my bad. So, Samhain, which was the Celtic Halloween, I forgot to mention. I messed this up already. Anyways, moving forward. All right. So, Samhain and Pomona began to merge with each other to become one holiday. Several hundred years after the Romans and Celts, another influence affected the history of Halloween. The Catholic Church began recognizing November 1st as All Saints' Day, a holiday to honor all Catholic saints who did not already have a holiday of their own. All Saints' Day also became known as All Hallows Day, thus the day before became known as All Hallows Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Since the traditions of Samhain and Pomona already existed, their traditions were simply adopted to accommodate the new holiday on All Hallows Eve. This was an easy adjustment, as most Catholic nations were still using these customs. eventually, after it grew to become more and more countries, the term All Hallows Eve was manipulated and turned into Halloween. Halloween came to America with some of the earliest settlers, those who arrived in Virginia. For many years, Halloween was more of a southern holiday. America's version had its biggest boost in Halloween popularity in the mid-1800s. During that time, Irish immigrants brought over their Halloween traditions with them, like the jack-o'-lantern. But instead of using pumpkins, they used beets. And they would carve in faces and stuff to try and scare away evil spirits. So they found it to be much easier to do it with pumpkins, and they're a lot more plentiful, I guess.
Makes sense.
So Halloween didn't become what children and adults love until the 1900s, growing in popularity during the first half of the 20th century. By the mid-1950s, costume parties, trick-or-treating were all well on their way to becoming America's traditions. And that's just a little brief history on how Halloween became. So it started out as basically a pagan holiday as Samhain, got rolled in together with Pomona, and then everybody just kind of started, the Catholics brought together, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And now we have the candy industry also taking over.
Of course.
But yeah, that's how we do it there.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have any fond memories of Halloween? Anything that sticks out to you?
Probably not much I can share on here. No, I'm kidding. There was I went to a couple parties in college and lost a brother of mine at a party. Oh, that was a good Halloween gift for me.
The way you said that, it was like my brother died.
No, I lost. That's just a joke, guys. No, he was I lost him at a party and I had to find him. He was sleeping somewhere, not at my place.
Oh, gotcha.
But all was well. It went well. We found him.
That's good.
Life continued.
I guess I'm more talking about as a child. What do you have any trick-or-treating memories or hitting up haunted houses?
Yeah, I mean, I went to several haunted hay rides, got freaked out. Went to several haunted houses, freaked out. I was petrified of Michael Myers as a kid.
Yeah.
But yet here we are today, and I love watching every movie that's been made.
Yeah.
And there's just a part of me that's still fascinated, but I used to get freaked out. I had nightmares as a kid.
Right.
Always seeing that face.
I understand that.
Several times I had that over being a kid, yeah.
What's funny is that mask that they used for the Michael Myers thing, that was actually a really bad mask from
William Shatner.
William Shatner, yeah. It was supposed to be Shatner.
Yeah, right.
So I assume they just took it and painted it gray.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. It was spooky enough.
It works.
What about you? Do you have
I have fond memories.
Do you have one fond one that sticks out?
I've got several, but we'll shorten it down. Here's the thing. My parents were clever with the Halloween thing. See, by the time I was in, I think, the 5th grade, my parents basically sat me and my sister down and said, all right, here's the thing. We got this RV, right? So, would you rather go trick-or-treating and get some candy, or how about we just buy the candy and we go on a camping trip every weekend that Halloween lands on? We ended up going with the camping thing.
That's kind of cool, though.
Right. I think we had some of the best memories doing that. But, so that kind of stopped me from going trick-or-treating up until I was an adult, basically. And even then,
You're the one guy going in the house where they're like, you look too old to be here.
Well, that was the thing, too, is by the time I was in the 5th grade, I was the size of an adult male, so,
and one for you.
Basically the same reason why I
Sir, you can't be here. I'm giving candy out to the kids.
It's basically the same reason why I got kicked out of the McDonald's Playhouse area by the time I was 8. It's I was just too big to be in there, right? Fuck me.
Oh, brother. That's funny.
But no, one of my fondest memories is I even have this awesome picture of it, but I'm dressed up like a vampire. My sister's a witch. And my dad's just popped up and photobobbing the whole thing, just looking like a jackass in the back with his eyes crossed and his tongue out. It was one of my favorite pictures of my dad. It's awesome.
So funny.
But yeah, they used to take us to...
That's so awesome. Did you go to the same place or...
Like same places all the time? Or?
Yeah, or did you guys kind of venture to different spots when you'd go camping?
I grew up in a very small town, so there wasn't a lot going on. So
you kind of camped out the same campground?
Oh, for that, yeah. We went to this place called Lake Tenkiller in Oklahoma, and it's about maybe half an hour south of Tahlequah. Excuse me, little bitty place. Like I'm living up here, in Cleveland or any other major cities I've lived in. It's like, wow, I was really in the sticks. Like I'm surprised I don't talk like, old Bubba from back home, like, yep, you get down there and you get down in that holler over there and that creek over there at the water.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, my life could have been so different.
But that just sounds like a fun time, though.
Oh, yeah. Mad love to my Oklahoma peeps if you're watching this. I miss some things.
I can understand. I hear it.
But
that's awesome.
My parents would take us to like these little like haunted houses and stuff like that. I'll never forget going through a haunted house when I was probably like 6 or 7, and it was a small haunted house. So there was maybe like 6 little room areas you were going through, but I remember it scaring the piss out of me. I was screaming like a girl.
One of the haunted hayride forest things that I went to, there was I as we're talking about this, I kind of thought back to this. There was one time I was freaked out.
Yeah.
And I forget where this haunted barn attraction thing was, hayride barn. But I do remember walking through this barn with some of my friends, and I walked in and there were 3 figures on the left, 3 figures on the right in robes.
Oh.
And it was almost like just a really soft light above.
Uh-huh.
And it's moving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And I walk up a couple inches at a time, and then I'm eventually walking, and eventually I get between the 2 groups and the lights go off. And they come on and it's just, ah! And I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to cry. And I was scared to death.
We had this really awesome thing that was in Muskogee, Oklahoma. It's a place called the Castle in Muskogee.
Mm-hmm.
And it's legitimately set up like a castle. And every year for Halloween, they have like some of the best area stuff there. And, I'd go there in high school and we take dates and stuff out there and get ourselves scared.
They want to make out.
But they had like haunted hay rides and stuff like that. I always loved that stuff. Something I've never done before, which I'm sure that'll change now I say it out loud, but like I've never been apple bobbing before. Have you?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Okay, yeah. It just doesn't seem
I was a kid when I did it. Yeah.
It's never been one of those things I wanted to do.
I've never been to like outside of like the Halloween parties I've went to, I've never had the opportunity for that. When I was younger, it was all around for me, but
okay.
No, it's just pretty much alcohol.
Something I didn't come to appreciate until I was like within the last 3 years. So like I'm in my 30s now, and I've never really appreciated or had the carameled apples, the candy apples.
Mm-hmm.
Love those things, so man.
Yeah,
so great,
amazing.
But I love the spirit of Halloween, and I guess now that I have a son, I want to celebrate it more, so I can make it a big spectacle for him. It's like all the holidays. It's not about me anymore, not just me. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely want to do more haunted houses as an adult. Maybe at some point, putting this out in the future, but when we have our nice little headquarters in Colorado after this is all, taken off, we can start our own little haunted house. I think that would be great.
That would be a lot of fun.
Well, yeah. But we love this Halloween stuff. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back. We want to read some nice little scary stories to get you started on your nice, lovely Halloween.
Scary stories.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Once there was a boy who liked to throw things. He started out throwing eggs. Then he threw the big game. Then he threw back his shot of whiskey. Then he threw up. Then he got thrown out of the house. And then he moved into a van down by the river.
All right, we are back. And in this portion, we want to set you guys up with a couple stories.
Scary stories.
Start out your nice little preparedness for the horrors that will foresee the future.
The horrors are everywhere.
Well, yeah, we are definitely going to we'll put our the authors of these stories in either the notes, or if you're watching on our YouTube, we'll have them in the description below. Well, yeah, let's get it
Very
started.
nice. Yes.
My story is going to be called The Peace and Plenty Inn.
Ooh.
Very
Sounds scary.
Yeah. All right. The Peace and Plenty Inn was once a tavern and stagecoach shop before the Revolutionary War. Later, it was converted to a private residence. The sprawling red clapboard home was welcomed to many families in its almost 4 years. 400 years. I read that wrong. Yet some people have felt very unwelcomed indeed. One night, just before Halloween, Anne came to the old inn to babysit for the Armstrong family. The 3 little girls had done their homework and were already in their pajamas and ready for bed. The Armstrongs left for their dinner arrangements. Oh my God! Sorry, we had to do that to you. Dear Lord.
Yes.
We had to. Sorry.
I know.
We just had to.
I know.
Alright, so the girls had done their homework, were already in their pajamas and ready for bed. The Armstrongs left for their dinner engagements. Around 9 o'clock, with all 3 girls tucked safely into bed, Anne settled in front of the television to watch a movie. About 15 minutes later, Anne suddenly felt chilled to the bone. She set her cola on the end table and checked the thermostat. The room temperature was set to 70 degrees, and she could hear the oil burner chugging along in the basement. That's strange, she thought. It's freezing in here. She found an Afghan on the back of the couch and settled back to watch television. A few minutes later, she heard heavy footsteps on the stairs leading from the kitchen to the second floor. Katie? Elizabeth? Laura? She called out the 3 children's names. The footsteps seemed to be coming closer. Are you girls playing a trick on me? Abruptly, the light on the end table, it flickered, flared, and went out. Anne checked the kitchen and the hallway. It was even colder back there than in the living room. Nobody was there. She shook her head and went upstairs. All 3 girls were sound asleep. She returned to the living room. That's funny, she said as she looked at the television. I thought I left it on channel 2. It's on channel 4 now. These were the days before remote controls, so she walked over to the television and put it back on channel 2. She sat back in the chair. Suddenly, the knob began to turn on its own, switching to channel 4, 7, and then static. A voice whispered through the TV, "Get out!" With a shriek, Anne pulled the plug from the television. Mrs. Armstrong found her upstairs, curled in her Afghan, asleep at the foot of the children's bed. "Anne, are you all right? Take me home," Anne cried. "This place is haunted." So that was my story of A Peace and Plenty Inn.
That sounds creepy.
It was a little creepy. Wasn't exactly as creepy as I was hoping it to be.
No, it was pretty creepy.
But yeah. Stupid jump scares. It's all right. I'll get you back.
You sure will. Okay. Well, that was very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it really scary now.
All right.
So my story is about riding home from the party.
Ride home from the party.
So, yeah, let's see here.
And what?
15.
Oh, my God! Yeah, you thought it was going to be all in there, huh?
That was good, Ron. You son of a bitch.
Yeah. I told you I'd get you back.
Oh, okay. All right. So as I was saying, my story is called Riding Home from the Party. 15-year-old Jacob went into the garage to retrieve his bike to ride to a Halloween party, but discovered the front tire was flat. Running late, he hopped on his sister's bike and pedaled towards his friend's house. He turned down the lonely side street, skirting the woods that he and his friend used as a shortcut through in town. He shrugged off the creepy feeling someone was watching him as he neared the darkest part of the street and sped through as fast as he could. He arrived at the party and stayed until 10 o'clock. On the way home, he considered not using the shortcut, but he needed to study for a math test and wanted to get home as fast as possible. He started down the narrow lane when he noticed someone was in the middle of the street. It must be some kid from the party taking the shortcut home. Jacob slowed down as he drew closer. The figure turned around. An ugly, twisted, gnarly face glowered at him. Jacob slammed on his brakes, intended on turning around, when a heavy chain rattled through the air. He turned just as the chain slammed into his head, wrapping around his neck. Got you! The wicked voice boomed as Jacob felt himself falling to the ground. The Maccabee stood over him with blood dripping from its lips. Thought you'd never come back this way, boy. Glad you decided to take the shortcut home. Jacob's sister's bike was found in the middle of the side of the street. Drag marks were determinedly made by the killer dragging Jacob's body off the road. The police discovered Jacob's body drained of all blood only a few feet from the street.
What the fuck?
His killer was dubbed the Halloween Vampire. And to this day, no one travels down that side street, especially at night. Got you, motherfucker.
Oh, you're an asshole.
Yes, I am. You can see that, mother's coming. So, yes.
Oh my God. It's fucked up.
That was awesome. Yes.
Yes.
So, we both had a nice, fun scare.
It was a good time.
Haven't we?
Good
Yes.
time, yeah.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Well, this concludes our Halloween special.
I hope you guys enjoyed that one, because I sure as hell did.
Yes.
I'm totally going to get payback for this. So,
oh, yeah.
I'll enjoy it right now.
Well, yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this. We didn't really put a whole lot into it. It was kind of spur of the moment, but
just having a little fun with this one.
Yeah,
it's a holiday.
I definitely want to do more specials around the holidays. So
sure.
I think it's really cool. But you guys stay safe. Make sure if your costumes are revealing, you at least have a jacket.
Cover up.
To go on the outside.
Make sure to check your kids' candy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was started as like a old wives' tale just so the parents can get what candy they wanted.
Hey, maybe. But when you find, a switchblade or some sort, I mean, anything can happen.
You're right. Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
But seriously,
just have fun and be safe.
Stay safe and, don't overdo it on the candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bad tummy ache.
Right. Not only that is you'll blow up.
And you'll get diabetes.
All right, you guys have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And we will catch you next time.
Peace.
Later.
on, you mother...